Hey everyone, I'm Derrick. As engineers, we tend to overcomplicate and over-engineer things, mainly because we like it and it's fun. So keeping it simple means striking the balance between simplicity of engineering and simplicity for our users. Let's see that in action by improving the sign-up experience for a new user. So the ideal form for a sign-up wouldn't require a user to type in their information more than once. However, this fails at the email address portion, as you'll see shortly, especially if you require the email to be confirmed by the user. What happens is if the user makes a typo, they'll basically have to either create a new account or they'll have to come to you and ask you to reset the account. So what we do is, So we must figure out a better way to improve this experience. So the most straightforward and simple way is to slap on another email field and make the user type in their email address again. However, this, while simple, is not a great experience because we'd be optimizing for the 10% of the users who actually make the typo as opposed to 90% who don't. So on the other end of the spectrum, we can create a fantastically complex solution, perhaps like do some predictive analysis, do a round trip to the server to verify the email address really exists. But this seems kind of overkill for just marginal benefit. So we had this hypothesis of why not a simple, friendly prompt that would hopefully get the user to do a double take at their email address of what they just typed in, and hopefully they'll spot an error. Again, this is kind of boring, it's repetitive, and frankly, to the 90% of the users who get it right, it's a bit condescending. So at Kickstand, what we did was we looked at the data and we realized that people were making mistakes mainly in the domain part of the email address. That makes sense because in the handle, your email handle will most probably be your name or a username that you have a lot of experience typing out at various different places. So as compared to the domain, the chances of a typo there is a lot lower. These are a bunch of commonly misspelled domains that we have found. So what we did is we decided to make a suggestion whenever the user makes an error in the email part of the domain. What that means is once they type it in, we'll pop up this little thing. And all this happens in the browser in JavaScript. It was only done in about an hour, at least for the first version. And what we realized is after looking at data, this decreased our email bounce confirmations by 50%. So it goes to show that a little nudge in user behavior can go a long way. And after realizing that there's nothing like this out there, I open sourced it as MailCheck.js, which is basically a JavaScript library that does this for you. All you have to do is provide a list of domains based on your own data, and it will do the suggestions as and when they encounter a mistake. So I open sourced it. Frankly, the results were pretty humbling because it really caught on and it started topping GitHub charts. We see it being used at different places. In fact, one of the latest contributors had a pull request of a keyboard distance-based string similarity algorithm, which is actually pretty cool, and you should check it out. So the bottom line is, this is something that people really wanted out there that didn't previously exist, and my personal hope is that that MailCheck will become a standard pattern in web forms of years to come. So to end off, simplicity can have a huge impact. It's all about getting the right mindset, so don't over-engineer, don't prematurely optimize. Keep it simple for yourself and keep it simple for your users. So thanks a lot.